Good morning, Leopards. Mrs. Mueller here with your morning message for the week of September 16th, halfway through our first month of school together. Now, all this month and into next month, you and your classroom teacher are going to be going over what we call our expectations, what it means to be a leopard here at LACMAS. We have some resources and tools to help support you. That is in our handbook. Now, 4th and 5th graders, you receive your handbook in your planner, and it's in the front section of that. But for all of our other grade levels, you get a hard copy, a paper copy of just our handbook portion of our leopard expectations. So inside your planner or your handbook, you have a couple pages that your teacher is using to help make sure that we know what it means to be a leopard. One of the agreement pages in your handbook is after you have gone through all of our areas, which I'm not expecting you to be done yet. We're going to do a quick quiz to see where you're at. But there is a sign page that we check off and you sign, and you'll put your name just down in this blank space, and your teacher will collect that you understand and you commit to be a leopard. At the very top, it says that as a student of LACMAS Lake Elementary, I pledge. That means that you commit to be a leopard, respectful, responsible, safe, and kind. Your teachers also have a commitment, and your family has a commitment. So after you've gone through your expectations, you really have it down. What does it look like, sound like, feel like? To be respectful, responsible, safe, and kind in all of our areas at LACMAS, you'll complete this page. Now, we have some other resources in here for your teacher, and this is our matrix, which goes over most of our main common areas. Your teacher is using this as a guide to help guide your lessons and your teaching around our common areas. So I want to see, as a class, what you have already covered, and you know what it means to be a leopard in those areas. So if I read off one of these and your class has had a lesson, you have talked about it, you have a good idea. What does that look like? What does it sound like? How does it feel to be respectful, responsible, safe, and kind in that area? I want you to just go check. In those areas that were not done yet, your teacher will go, I'm going to make sure I cover that. So here we go. Let's see. Where does your class do your checklist? What about in the bathroom? Have you gone over expectations for our bathrooms? Check if you have. If not, that's on your list to keep learning about. What about at Commons in the lunchroom? What does it mean to be like a leopard when we're all in the Commons during your lunch block? What about during walkways? That means your own grade level hallway, our stairways, and common hallways. Have you gone over expectations for hallways and stairwells? What about for technology? Knowing what does it mean to be like a leopard, to use either if you have a laptop or an iPad and technology. And what about your personal technology? Hint, your personal technology does not come out at all during school hours. It stays in your backpack, not a pocket, in your backpack. That's the only place that can go. What about recess? Oh my goodness, recess is huge. And teachers, I know this is going to take some time, so take your time. We want kids to know. But there's some tools here that help you at recess. If you turn in your handbook to this page shares with you all of our structures and what is expected on our structures. And then it also goes on and it shares about different recess games. I've been seeing kids out there doing Foursquare, lots of soccer that's going on. I have students who are interested in the tetherball. And so all of those you can go over. So what does it mean to be like a leopard when you are playing out at recess? Oh, let's do a couple more checkoffs and make sure that your class has it. What about during assemblies? We've gone over what it means, so your whole class gets to check. Safety drills. We've gone over an evacuation, meaning how do we get out of the building? but your classroom teacher will go over what to do in other safety drills that we'll have throughout the year. And the last one is, what about the end of the day? Whether you're walking to the bus, and we walk, classrooms, teachers will walk you all the way to your bus. That way we make sure we're orderly and that everyone gets to where they are. Or you're coming out front at 2:25, not 2:22, not 2:23, 2:25. There's actually a bell that will remind you. And we're there to help make sure that you are picked up by the right person who's doing your after-school pickup. So, excuse me. So leopards, this month we are really going over our expectations and what it means to be like a leopard. So keep learning, keep making sure that you understand and know what our expectations are. 2 areas that I want us to focus on that are creeping up. First area is voice volume, especially when we're in the commons. We come off the playground after lunch and we're really excited and we're still in that recess volume mode where our voices can be up at a level 4, right? But when we start coming in, our voices need to come down to a volume 3, which means it's a talking voice. It's not a really loud voice. You wouldn't hear it from another table. You would only hear it with the people around you at your table. So that's one focus area. Classroom teachers, if you'd help review that before kids go out to their lunch recess, we'll keep working on it this week at recess. Second is, what does it mean to be like a leopard when you're actually in your class line? What are those expectations? Classrooms, go over those expectations, and after lunch, once your teachers are there, you're going to snap right into, now we're ready for transitioning back to learning. 2 good focus areas. I want to keep encouraging you for your 2020 reading. We encourage you to read 20 minutes every day, and this Friday is our first PALS activity, which is our PALS family movie and family picnic night. So your family can come bring a picnic dinner, and we're going to have a movie. We'll be outside if it's not raining. We have a big blow-up screen. What movie are we playing, you ask? Well, guess what? You're going to help decide. At lunch this week, we are going to give you a ticket that you'll get to decide between 3 different movies and have some input onto what our movie night is. So mark your calendars. This Friday is our family movie night and family picnic. Don't forget 2020, and thank you for going over expectations so that we know what it means to be a leopard here at LACMAS. Let's make it a great week.